Station 806, thank you very much. I know that we come over here and we intrude on your days, and so we appreciate you letting us use your house again. We appreciate it. Behind me is why we're all here. It's the Rehab 800 unit. My name is Jennifer Donnellan. I am the Director of Public Information for the Prince George's County Fire and EMS Department. I'd like to thank our media partners for joining us as well. So we'd like to welcome our special guests. We have Fire Chief Tiffany Greene, Mark McGaw, our Deputy Chief Administrative Officer for Public Safety and Homeland Security for Prince George's County, Council Chair, Prince George's County Council Chair, the Honorable Todd M. Turner. We have Ron Sarnecki, who's the Executive Director of the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation, but he is also a former Prince George's County Fire Chief. Thank you for coming back. Bill Webb, Executive Director of the Congressional Fire Services Institute. Thank you for being here with us this morning. We have, well, not new, about to be newly minted, acting Deputy Fire Chief Denny Chattel, Deputy Fire Chief James McClellan Sr., Volunteer Services Command, Deputy Chief Brian Frankel, Emergency Services Command, and final hours for Deputy Fire Chief Alan Doubleday, Support Services Command, who is going to be leaving us shortly. Just a trail of broken hearts, so thank you for being here. And Vice Chair Calvin Hawkins for Prince George's County Council, also thank you for joining us this morning. So without further ado, this is a prestigious award. We couldn't be more honored to be receiving this on behalf of the Prince George's County Fire Department. We're one of only 3 fire departments in the entire country that are receiving this award, and so I don't want to waste any time and give you a little show and tell about what's at the heart of it.
Hi, I'm Firefighter James Cottrell of the Prince George's County Fire and EMS Department. I'm assigned at Station 805 in Capitol Heights, Maryland. Here at 5, we house the Rehab 800, also known as the Rehabilitation Unit. The Rehab 800 gets dispatched on all working fires in the Prince George's County. We work hand in hand with the EMS duty officer to tend to our firefighters working on the fire ground. We assess their vitals to make sure they maintain a state of operational readiness, and we also give them fluids to keep them hydrated. The Rehab 800 is equipped with heating and air conditioning, and also equipped with awnings and tents on the exterior to provide a shaded and cool environment for the firefighters. Once inside the unit, firefighters have a seat on the bench right here where they can have their blood pressure and oxygen levels taken. We also have a refrigerator to provide beverages for the firefighters' cool down process.
I'd like to introduce to you our 13th Fire Chief of the Prince George's County Fire and EMS Department, Fire Chief Tiffany Greene.
Good morning, good morning. This is a great day in Prince George's County. Again, good morning. I would like to thank our distinguished guests for being here today. Again, our county executive could not be here today, but we'd like to thank her as well. Deputy Chief Administrative Officer for Public Safety and Homeland Security, Mr. Mark McGaw. Our Council Chair, Mr. Todd Turner. Our Vice Chair, Mr. Hawkins, and the Congressional Fire Services Institute and the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. Thank you again for taking time out of your busy schedules to celebrate with us today. I would also like to thank the men and women who serve this county 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The men and women of our department respond to over 150,000 calls a year and work tirelessly to serve this community, and we must work tirelessly to protect them. Shortly before I was confirmed in February, we received the news that Prince George's County Fire and EMS Department had been selected to receive the Senator Paul Sarbanes Fire Service Leadership Award. It was a true honor. We were very much looking forward to the celebration in Washington, D.C. in that spring, but then, as most of you know, we were hit with the pandemic, and all of our focus immediately turned to the fight to save lives and stop the spread in our community. Fast forward to today, our first responders have been on the front line of this pandemic for more than 7 months now, and I am extremely proud of their response. Our mission is to serve. We serve our residents and visitors, but that mission to serve is also a mission to serve our first responders, to protect them, to give them the tools they need to be safe, and what we all know is a job riddled with risk every day. Whether it's PPE on the front line during a pandemic or the rehab unit at the scene of a working fire, we embrace a culture focused on health, wellness, and the safety of our members. When our members are fighting a fire and they see the rehab unit pull up, they know they have a place to go, and we are making their health and safety a priority. The physical demands placed upon our firefighters at a fire are significant. The weight of the gear, the temperature, the stress, the exposure to the smoke and flames, all can be dangerous and have a negative impact on the men and women of this department. With this rehab unit, we can monitor them right there on the spot and ensure they are ready for the next call. Carbon monoxide has been linked to sudden cardiac arrest in firefighters while operating on a scene of a structure fire. Since we placed the rehab unit in service, we identified more than 30 members who required emergency medical transport from the scene of a working fire, thanks to the medical assessments they received in this unit. We know it's a lifesaver. In one case, EMS providers recognized that one of our firefighters was in the midst of a significant cardiac event. The member was rushed to the hospital, underwent a procedure, and was able to return to work just a few months later. That case did not end in a tragedy because we were able to catch it. The Prince George's County Fire and EMS Department has been working tirelessly to raise the bar in improving the overall wellness and fitness of our members. I am humbled by this national recognition, and I am grateful. I am grateful because it represents a model for other departments to ensure the safety of all first responders on working incidents. I hope the attention to our rehab unit program catches on and moves to save more lives across the fire service. The men and women who stand up to serve deserve the best tools to keep them safe. I send a sincere thank you to the former United States Senator Paul Sarbanes for your dedication and efforts on the national stage to reduce the number of firefighter deaths and injuries. And thank you to the Congressional Fire Services Institute and the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation for the work you do for highlighting and recognizing all of the innovative work that is happening across our industry. And lastly, I cannot do this alone. A special thank you to the leadership of the department, some of whom are in this room today, and the partnership with Local 1619 and the Fire Commission as we work together to keep our members safe. Thank you again.
Thank you, Chief. Now I'd like to introduce you our special guests, Ron Sarnecki, the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation, and Bill Webb with the Congressional Fire Services Institute. Turning it over to you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jennifer. And as far as I'm concerned, everyone in here is a special guest. Everyone in here is a dignitary. So it's certainly an honor for me to be here today participating in this event. On behalf of the CFSI Board of Directors, I do extend my appreciation and support and gratitude for the Prince George's Fire and Rescue EMS Department, and congratulate the department for receiving the Senator Paul S. Sarbanes Fire Safety Leadership Award sponsored by CFSI and the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. As the Chief said, it was our intent to do the presentation at the 32nd Annual National Fire and Emergency Services Dinner in Washington, D.C. That would have been attended by 2,000 fire officials from across the country, but unfortunately, due to the pandemic, we had to cancel our event just as every other conference is being canceled. But safety comes first. There's no question about that. Safety of the citizens that you protect and safety of the members of our fire service who are out there doing extraordinary work to protect our communities. So Chief Sarnecki and I are here today to show our appreciation for what your department is doing to address the health and safety of firefighters. Not only do awards recognize achievements, but they inspire others to emulate those achievements. That is the purpose behind this award. We did prepare a video that we are showing to other fire departments throughout the country, showing them what your department and the two other recipients are doing to address firefighter health and safety. As Chief Sarnecki would say, one firefighter death is too many. One firefighter injury is too many. So it is a collective effort of the fire service to do what we can to safeguard the men and women who are out there responding to the calls. And so as part of our effort in this battle, we have this award to showcase what's being done and to recognize departments such as Prince George's for these outstanding achievements. Unfortunately, one of CFSI's board members who rose through the ranks of this department, just as you have, Chief Greene, is unable to participate in today's ceremony due to a health setback. But retired Chief Jim Estep would like to express his congratulations in a video that he has prepared, and I would ask the technician if he could roll the video for us, please.
It's so great to be here this afternoon to make a presentation to my alma mater, the Prince George's County Fire and EMS Department. On behalf of the Board of Directors and the officers of the Congressional Fire Services Institute, it's an absolute honor to present the Senator Paul S. Sarbanes Award for Fire Service Safety Excellence to the Prince George's County Fire and EMS Department. I say that and I feel so bad that I can't be with you today, but a couple of wrong moves and all of a sudden I have an injury to my leg and surgery, and for once in my life I am immobile. So I really wish I could be there. I'm really pleased that when I look at the folks who have been in the Prince George's County Fire Department, how well they've done. And I'm speaking right now about Ron Sarnicki, the former fire chief, who is our partner in this award from the National Fallen Firefighter Foundation. Ron is executive director. You know, Senator Sarbanes in 1992 actually put the legislation in that led to the creation of the Fallen Firefighter Foundation. And when he retired, the foundation and CFSI realized that we needed to recognize Senator Sarbanes for the incredible work that he has done to help the fire service, and in particular in the area of firefighter safety. I look at Chief Tiffany Greene, and she came on after I had retired, but I've been following her career. And I am excited about what I see with her leadership and her leadership team and how they are directing this department, with the focus being on firefighter safety and rehabilitation on the emergency scene. It's remarkable. And that's what this award is being presented to the department for today. The absolutely innovative work of protecting firefighters on the emergency scene, rehabilitating them from carbon monoxide, checking their vitals to make certain that they have cardiovascular safety, and getting them home to their families safely. That's the goal of this program, and that's what we're recognizing the department for today. When you have a partnership that leads to these kinds of innovations, you've got to have the cooperation of the community and county government. And we're really fortunate today to have the chair of the Prince George's County Council, Todd Turner, and to have the vice chair, Calvin Hawkins, two extremely outstanding leaders who are here today to support the department, to recognize them, and to be a part of this ceremony. So we really want to thank you guys for being here. And for Mark McGaugh, my old friend, the Public Safety Director of Prince George's County, our former police chief. We really appreciate everyone being present to congratulate the department. And so as we continue with this celebration today, again, my congratulations to Chief Greene, her team, to all of the men and women of the department, and to everyone who is devoted to firefighter health and safety the way that Senator Paul S. Sarbanes was. My congratulations, and have a great rest of ceremony today.
So first of all, I have to say thank you for having this event here. As an individual who came up through the ranks in Prince George's County, and yes, ultimately having the opportunity to serve as chief, it is a great, great privilege and truly an honor for me to come back to a fire station. One, in that I come to a fire station and people actually remember who I am. Because I've had that happen, walking to a station and it's like, who are you and can I help you? I said, nah, I'm all right. I think I can figure this out. But to see the advancements that have occurred here in Prince George's County is phenomenal. From when I was here 19 years ago, it's that I've been gone as chief. And so first of all, to the Prince George's County government leadership, thank you for the resources you have put in, not only to the fire service, but all of public safety in making our communities safe. And that's what this is all about, safety. And this program that we have in conjunction with the Congressional Fire Services Institute is about firefighter safety. And it builds off of the 16 firefighter life safety initiatives that was put in place in 2004 on efforts to reduce firefighter deaths and injuries. And we travel across the country always looking for those best practices and those innovative ways to make a difference in the survivability of firefighters, EMTs, paramedics, and the entire fire service community. And I was so delighted when I had the opportunity to read the submission that Prince George's County, again, is an innovator and a leader in this very topic. And that's what today is about, to recognize, yes, Chief, phenomenal job, the leadership of your team, but you said it in the very beginning, all of the men and women who make this department happen. Because I know what it's like to be either the chief's office or home. I'm not one of those ones that's out on that fire truck anymore, every day anymore, but neither are you. But when you need to be there, you will. But it's these men and women that make it happen. And that's what makes the difference. They're committed to this community. They're committed to the safety and well-being of all the citizens of Prince George's County. And we just want to help and recognize when they're committed to the survivability of themselves. So on behalf of the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation Board of Directors and our chairman, Troy Markle, and our vice chairman, Bill Webb, if you didn't know, he had another category, we would like to present this award to you. So Chief, if you would come forward, please. So it's the 20, oh, sorry, thank you. That's a habit. Safety first. You're right. Sorry, thanks for the reminder. There you go. I'm your boss. All right, we'll get closer. So I'd like to present the 2020 Senator Paul S. Sarbanes Fire Service Safety Leadership Award in recognition of outstanding contributions to firefighter health and safety, presented to the Prince George's County Fire and EMS Department. Chief?
We are very thankful to our county council, to both the Councilman Hawkins and our county chair, Honorable Todd M. Turner, who is going to share a few words with you before we depart. Thank you.
Vice Chair Hawkins, would you join me up here real quick? Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, perhaps. On behalf of the Prince George's County Council, our leadership, myself, Vice Chair Calvin Hawkins, we want to first say thank you for the invitation to join you this afternoon for this recognition for the Prince George's County Fire and EMS Department. It's always kind for us to know as the elected officials, obviously as our responsibility working with the county executive, in this case Angela also Brooks, in order to fund the fire department and EMS departments, in order to have a facility like this to be able to protect the health and safety of the men and women of the Prince George's County Fire and EMS Department. And so the fact that you're being recognized today, Chief, along with your members, the command staff, by both the association, the foundation, as well as the institute, because of the best practices that we are trying to do here in Prince George's County. And I take to heart, obviously, your comments with respect to the work that this department has done in these emergency circumstances over the last 7 months. And we've been partners with you and the administration to make sure that we provide the best environment and safe, healthy and safe environment, not only for the men and women of the department, but for the residents of Prince George's County and who we serve. And so I think this is and Chief, thank you for coming back and for your service previously and for this recognition of Prince George's County and Fire and EMS Department. So on behalf of my colleagues, we say congratulations. We continue our partnership to work on behalf of not only our employees in the department, but more importantly on behalf of the residents of this county as well. So continue, keep up the good work, and thank you again for the opportunity to be with you this morning.
So we can't stop saying thank you because we are so grateful to you. So that concludes our program. We are going to take more pictures because that's what we love to do. So if I could have this group here come back up and we'll come off tripod and take some pictures. Thanks again. Thank you to everybody who came.